Welcome back. So what is it that makes a house a home? I think it is those small little things that one holds close to the heart, those little things which one has collected over the years and finds it hard to part, and those things to which one has an emotional attachment. At least that is what made Pavithra and Amrit's house a home. Crescent Castle, 13/6 Gandhi Nagar, is a nice-looking apartment complex situated in a highly respectable neighborhood. And it is on the 4th floor of this apartment that Pavithra and Amrit have made their home. How they found this space is quite a story by itself.
When Pavithra and Amrit decided to relocate to India, we started looking for a place for them to live because they'd been there for 10 years and had their lifestyle, their kind of entertaining and things like that. So we were looking for a place and we wanted it close in the Adyar neighborhood because we stay here, our office is here, and we looked around and really couldn't find anything that would suit what we really wanted. And then we found this apartment here, and what really took kind of decided on the place is the fabulous view that you have. Being here all these years, I never realized that we could have such a fabulous view from the house.
The couple fell in love with the apartment and instead of buying one, bought two. That was a total of 3,000 square feet space. They knocked down a few walls, built some and opened out every room to the spectacular view beyond. The living room has 2 French doors that face the Adyar River and one can get a bird's eye view of the city as it literally passes by. The first impression one gets of the house is space. Vast, empty space. The furnishing is kept to the minimal and the concentration is on the room itself.
So the furniture selection was done with specific needs in mind, and given the fact that I am in the design line and the architectural line, it was easier for me to tap into all the resources that we required to be able to get our furniture together. For example, the dining table was customized and engineered by a very good family friend of ours who made the stainless steel portion as part of a workshop. It's not his regular line of work, but he did it for us. So we were able to pull off a very sleek design. So it's a barely there sort of dining table.
The apartment has a color scheme. 3 basic colors, red, blue and green, have been incorporated into each one of the 3 rooms. While the dining space got the green tone with green painted walls and drapes, the living room has red walls and drapes to match. Emphasis is also given to concealed lighting, which brings out the beauty of the design and the chicness of the room. The 3rd room or the bar area got blue, a color one can easily associate with nightlife and clubbing.
The specific design requirements that I had when we put this place together was that we should bring back a lot of elements from our previous house in Chicago. The other thing was the lounginess that we wanted. We wanted it to look like a lounge. We wanted for it to be a space where you can entertain. What we wanted to do with the bar was we wanted to incorporate some of the exquisite stemware that we got for our wedding in the US, which we actually hand carried all the way back.
Can you hear me? This is the blue bar, as it is called, opens out into a patio, which becomes the entertainment area. Above the bar counter are 2 Egyptian dog figurines, which they call the guard dogs of the bar. The license plate of the car they owned in Chicago is also displayed here. Above the comfortable seating area near the bar is a blue panel made of framed silk cloth, and behind it are more lights. The mirror opposite reflects this light, making the blue bar look bluer. The green dining area also has a mirror. This round-shaped mirror has a zebra print on a laggard finish, and this was used to bring a different shaped element into an otherwise rectangular shaped room.
We brought in red into the living room, which is predominantly on the TV wall, and we accented that with some amount of lighting, and we added drapes also that have the same color. The couch, even though it's a central focus and it's like the loungiest feature of the house, has black and red, so that also kind of ties in with the color theme.
Apart from the lounginess aspect of it, the living room is the most special part of their house as it houses some of their most cherished memories. A clock that was the centerpiece in their Chicago home, a collage of matchbox covers they collected with living and traveling through the States, a custom-made art piece which was a housewarming gift. The sculpture signifies joy through dancing, and artist Raviram has portrayed the true essence of this couple's lifestyle. A few happy moments captured on camera and some set as coffee table books. Functionality is the key element here. The working space has the essential computer table and the room has lots of storage space. The master bedroom is literally just a bedroom, with the whole room dedicated to just one bed and the dramatic drapes.
It's something that I've always wanted to have, a king-sized four-poster bed, and finally we were able to make that happen. So we had a design drawn up and we had some of our local carpenters source materials locally. We did not want to do anything that was extravagant and required importing of several raw materials.
The spare bedroom also has enviable storage space, and once again the furnishing is kept minimal. The only design element here are the 12 pewter models of Chinese sun signs, a wedding gift from family in Malaysia. The kitchen is also practical in the way it has been set up.
What a day it was. In fact, I feel so very at home here. When I do my own living space, I want to have a loungy area like this. Stay tuned to Suryadev QST Reba's Property Matters, because when we come back, I shall show you how to make Malaysia your second home.
Sabaj. With internationally acclaimed Thermex technology, Suryadev presents Suryadev HSCRS. High-strength corrosion-resistant steel. This is super strong and can resist any level of corrosion with ease. Sabaj. Excellent practice makes great music. Excellent technology makes great steel. Not just ordinary TMT, but Suryadev QST.
Camera! Okay, Phil, come in. Now you see him.
इश्क में सब बेवजह होता है,
चाहे वो देश के लिए हो या प्यार के लिए। मैं हूं वीर।
The Big Pick is brought to you by Suryadev QST Rebars and SL. It's time to move on.
English dictionary is called NIMBY. NIMBY means not in my backyard. So Exnora says IMBY in my backyard.
We as an individual, what am I doing?
100 years. We keep claiming how railway is this, railway is that. You can't even give me a dustbin inside, so I'm having to keep my dirty plates and dirty cups under my seat.
The layouts of the sewage pipes and the drinking water pipes are as old as Britishers' days.
If 100 tons of garbage accumulate on the Marina Beach a beach that we all love and are all very proud of. Who is responsible?
Chennai Speaks Out is brought to you by Aircel. It's time to move on, in association with True Value Homes India Private Limited. For more details, log on to www.tvh.in.
This week on Super Shopper, Sanya takes two friends shopping who only agreed to disagree. A Super Shopper challenge at Grapevine. Confessions, confessions and more confessions. This week I have Angie writing into me. He says, and soft chiffons and flowy silhouettes are making a comeback. And it's back to getting a little high on fashion at Lime and Vodka. All this and more on Super Shopper this week.
Property Matters is brought to you by Suryadev QST Rebars in association with True Value Homes India Private Limited. For more details, log on to www.tvh.in.
Welcome back to Suryadev QST Rebars Property Matters. I'm at the Chennai Trade Center covering the Malaysian Property Expo 2010. Now, though there are many investors, Indian investors in Malaysia, most of it are only private players and India is still an untapped market. The focus of this expo is to showcase Malaysia as a potential investment destination for Indian investors. A 3-day expo was organized by the Malaysia Property Incorporated in partnership with the CII from January 22nd to 24th. Government dignitaries from Malaysia, Deputy Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu Sri M.K. Stalin and representatives of the CII were all present at the Partnership Summit 2010. To aid in foreign direct investments in Malaysia, the Tourism Department has come up with Malaysia My Second Home project. And through this initiative, eligible global citizens are given a 10-year multiple entry social visit pass, which is sure to open up a lot of business possibilities between various nations.
In Malaysia, 70% of the Malaysian Indians are from South India. So Chennai is a natural selection for us to come here to promote Malaysian real estate. Now, what we're looking for is investors into three types of areas: the residential properties, the commercial ventures. So you can come over to Malaysia to buy commercial properties, or joint venture with Malaysian companies to develop in Malaysia.
Apart from land promoters, builders and property suppliers were also present at the expo. From townships to commercial buildings to residential properties, everything was up for sale.
Romac Damansara is our latest project. It is the $500 million commercial project in Kuala Lumpur. It consists of 2 basement car park, which can accommodate 3,000 cars. We have got a 3-story mall in it. We have got 2 blocks of service apartment comprising of about 300 units. And of course, we have got 4 office towers with about 1 million square feet of building space.
IJM Land Developers project, the Light Waterfront Penang, was a crowd puller. The project is an integrated development along the eastern coastline of Penang Islands, and each structure is surrounded by a water body. They have both residential and commercial properties for sale. Most of these projects are expected to be completed anywhere between 1 to 15 years.
Now, basically, the project is divided into two different parcels. The first phase is very exclusive residential. It's 42 acres of land. We have actually launched last year. We have 6 parcels in there. We have actually launched 2 parcels last year. And then we will move to the second phase, which have all the mixed development with the convention center, hotel, and shopping malls and all those things. And the whole project, we are looking at about 15 years from last year.
Even property management groups like Pan Asia had their own kiosk. They were the promoters of a 41-story building called the Pearl at KL City Centre. Potential buyers could seek the assistance of real estate advisors and avail some discounts.
For this property, we have so-called a special incentive for the early bird, whereby we are so-called giving a discount is of course one of the package, but we are also giving initial capital outlay, whereby you only need to pay 5% of the purchase price, and you can wait until construction for the payment of the installment to start.
Buying property is serious business. There is so much of paperwork involved, and of course there is the fear of the land mafia. But that is not the case in Malaysia. In fact, it is a lot simpler because they follow the Australian torrent system, through which every piece of land has just one document and one title. And the whole country's land dealings are taken care by one office called the National Land Title Office.
When you buy a house, the title or the deed is given to you by the government. There's only one title, and there's only one institution that gives you the title. There's no other institution. You don't have to apply for anything. You don't have to go through a third party. And this title, if you sell the house, it passes to another person. So there's no multiple layers. It's very direct, it's very straightforward, and it's all governed by the government.
Some of the properties promoted are within walking distance from the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre and the KL Tower. The 40-story Setia Sky Residence is one such example, and apart from the enviable location, this sky-rise condominium offers facilities like landscaped areas, lounge, swimming pool, gym, yoga centre, tea rooms and party halls at the 40th level.
The unit price is, the build-up of the unit is from 1,000 square feet to 1,007, and we are selling at, in the US dollar, it's 200,000 US dollar to 400,000 US dollar. So we are talking about 1 crore to 2 crore.
Well, if you do your math, investing in a property in Malaysia might just work out to be cheaper than investing in a plush apartment on Marine Drive, Mumbai, or for that matter, Poise Garden, Chennai. On that note, it's goodbye for now, but we promise to be back with great property deals for those of you looking for some great investment opportunity.
This is Ndtv.